Yeah, baby. Y'all know what that is. That is the sound of some fantasy gurus coming into the room. That's right, baby. It is time for your fantasy football roundup with your boy OG Tim Wilson, Big Ed Wade. We are representing to let you get an inside scoop on what to do this week. You know, it's playoff week in a lot of leagues, and in some leagues, it's the last week of the season. So if you want to play spoiler, or you want to get into the playoffs, or you're trying to move along down that playoff road, you need to pay attention to what we got to say to you tonight, because this is your fantasy football roundup. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and that's my man Big Ed. What's happening, Big Ed?
What's up? What's going on, y'all?
It's all good in the hood, and I wish you would. Yo, and what's going on, Waze? What's happening with you?
Man, not much.
It's all great in the state, even if you try to hate.
Yeah, the state of Michigan had a good weekend.
Let's not talk about good weekend with Michigan.
Yeah, because Michigan is the Big Ten champs. And the Lions got their first win. How about that?
First of all, that $100,000 that they gave the Minnesota Vikings to lose that game for each player was very generous, and we appreciate that.
Well, I just want to say I hope y'all are ready for Jared Goff to get the MVP. So look.
Hold on. Did you notice how much money he said they gave him?
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, I got
Think about it. 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got you. Let's do this, baby. Let's get this party started. Boom.
Boom. Oh.
God damn.
Need a chaser.
That was nice.
Woo! Feel like I just took a shot of coronavirus.
Oh no.
Hey, I don't know what you drinking over there for Crown, but mine just tasted like grape soda.
This motherfucker, what the fuck are you drinking for Crown? Let's talk about grape soda. God damn.
Right. Since when does Crown taste like grape soda?
And when you put jelly in it.
Ooh, damn, that doesn't sound too bad. Reduce some jelly.
I told you.
Ooh.
Well, you know what I do? Crown goes good with gummies.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, it tastes good. I'd rather watch but Crown. The gummies taste better with Crown than beer. Beer and gummies don't mix.
No,
not flavor wise.
No, not flavor wise.
No, I disagree with that, but I respect your opinion.
It don't, man. Not my gummies. Because my gummies are sweet. It's like candy. You don't drink beer with candy. But the Crown can use a little sweetness because it's got that bitterness, so it kind of balances it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then you get that Crown buzz along with the gummy. Go dummy. Big Ed, let's crank this puppy up, man. What we gonna start with the heavy hitters?
Like always, we got the heavy hitters coming up.
Heavy hitters in the building. Who we got?
Oh, I hated this one.
Uh-oh.
I hated this one. It was Kyler Murray, Tom Brady, and Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a good-ass game.
Man, Justin Herbert went off.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
So did Kyler Murray.
But he was playing the Bears. I don't.
I should have put Jared Goff in there.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff ain't have a great game. He had one good pass.
He had a great last drive. That's it.
Hey, he walked out with a W, didn't
he? Yeah.
Hey, but he paid us $100,000 for it.
Moving on to running backs, we got Javonte Williams, David Montgomery, and Jonathan Taylor.
Boom, shakalaka.
Wide receivers: Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, and Chris Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin had a big day.
Justin Jefferson had a hell of a game.
He did. Yes, he did.
Now, the honorable mention for that should also be KJ Osborne, because he really went off during that game after Thielen.
he did have a good game, and you called that too. I remember that. You know what's sad is that you called that one, and I have a league that I'm in that I got Osborne, and I said I was going to switch him in there because I was playing a guy that I didn't really want to play, and I was like, damn, that's right. Joe gave him you gave him an honorable mention for stardoms, and I said that was good, and I even agreed that might be a good pickup. And I sure had him on my team, and I forgot to put him in the lineup. And the guy that I had in the lineup got like 0.3.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was fucked up, and it was fucked up. Fortunately, I still kicked ass, but I still hate that shit. I still hate leaving points on the bench.
Yeah,
especially at that many points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like double digits on the bench.
Yeah, I messed my whole lineup this week up. So. Tight ends, we got George Kittle, Dallas Goedert, and Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk had a big game. Yeah. Kittle, yeah, those Goddard, man, wow, I was shocked at those numbers. He really went off.
I think this is the first time Goddard's made the top 3 of the season.
I think so too. At least since we've been doing the show.
Yeah.
Well, those that don't know, we didn't start on week 1. We started this after a few weeks into the season.
Yep.
But next year we'll be all year though.
You know, all year from.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I didn't want to do it. I'm going to admit it. I'm gonna take the heat on that. And now I enjoy the shit more than everybody.
Moving on with defenses, we got the Chargers, Colts, and Chiefs.
Yeah. I will say honorable mention would have to be Detroit. They had even for their defense being depleted the way it was, they definitely put in that work.
Yeah, but I mean, but Minnesota was putting up some yards though.
Oh yeah,
let's put up some yards. I think who really deserved honorable Michigan would be Michigan because they shut fucking Iowa down.
Oh my god.
Your motherfucker was getting to the red zone 40 times and came away with 3 points.
Jim Harbaugh said, "I'm sick of this shit, motherfuckers."
Yeah,
went off.
Speaking of Jim Harbaugh, you hear the rumors that potentially Zimmer may be out at the end of the season, and Minnesota's looking at Jim Harbaugh.
Harbaugh ain't going nowhere.
He sure as hell ain't. Even though I would very much appreciate him here in Minnesota if you happen to be watching this.
He ain't going nowhere. Shit.
If he does go anywhere, he's going to work with Justin Fields. I guarantee you.
If he goes anywhere, he will be taking the Lions job. He's not leaving the state of Michigan. So
he's going to be a Bear again.
What about kickers? All right, I do that every week. Okay, that joke is getting old. It's getting old. It's getting old. We don't do kickers here.
Kick that shit out of here.
Kick that shit out of here. Yeah, you know what? I am totally unprepared. I totally didn't do what I was supposed to do here. Hold up, but I was supposed to cue up some music, and I just blew it, man. I'm serious. I just fucked that all up. But anyway, man, is that it for the heavy hitters?
Yep, that's all the heavy hitters this week.
That's all the heavy hitters this week, y'all. We're gonna keep it going. Check it out now. Yeah. They call me OGT, as you can see. FBI can't follow me. I'm just fucking with y'all. I ain't about to freestyle this shit. I do like that beat though. That beat is kind of banging. Shit. It make me want to flow. I want to flow to it. I want to keep going. I want to keep flowing to it. I ain't gonna do it though.
Hey, you know what that beat reminds me of?
What's that?
The idea of Michael Myers doing a little diss track real quick on Freddie.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And then Freddie coming back.
All right, so we got our injury report next here.
Oh, damn. That's the part of the show I can't be there. All right, I'll be back. And call me when this is over. I don't want to do this part of the show.
That's because almost his whole roster ended up on the injury report last week.
Yeah.
And you know what? We didn't even mention DeAndre Swift.
Yep.
No, I didn't. And he's still out.
Yep.
So that kicks off
the
injury report brought to us by Joe, by Waze.
All right. We got David Njoku is done or out. He's on COVID. He's on the COVID reserve list. Tyrod Taylor is questionable, but he's believed to have torn ligaments in his non-throwing arm. So that could have a pretty serious impact. Kenyon Drake is out. He's getting surgery on his right ankle later this week.
I heard he was going on tour with Kanye.
Jesus Christ. Oh, shit.
I don't know how they roped his ass into that.
Keenan Allen is out on COVID.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
Adam Thielen is doubtful. He's expected to be sidelined on Thursday.
That's a big one.
Here we go. Elijah Mitchell is questionable due to concussion protocol. So he's on our watch list this week.
Ooh.
On the upside of injury report, we do have good news this week. Julio Jones is returning back from IR.
That's good, but man, you know what? Going back to this Elijah Mitchell thing. How many fucking running backs can I lose this year?
Hey,
I mean, god damn, he's got. All right.
Hey, I feel for you. I'm still waiting for Derrick Henry to come out. How has Derrick Henry been out for about 4 or 5 weeks and still a top 5 running back right now?
I'm talking about just the 49ers. Fuck, we done lost that. That's our top. That's our 3 running backs. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And our 4th string is hurt.
Man.
Oh,
Who
damn.
the fuck gonna play? I have no idea.
Oh.
Play Debo, because he gonna be running back and everything.
You're going to end up right back on the injury report list.
He gonna have to. That motherfucker like Billy Sims.
Hey, he ran all over the Vikings.
Because everything but the quarterback.
He ran all over the Vikings.
And the 49ers media have been killing Garoppolo this week.
I feel bad for him almost.
I didn't see the game because they wasn't showing it here. I only saw the final drive where he did miss a wide open receiver for a touchdown and threw it to the wrong motherfucker that was covered and lost the game on an interception. But I don't know if that's the play they were referring to or if something else happened during the game. But they've been killing that motherfucker in the 49er media. I follow a lot of 49er media.
Right.
They've been killing Garoppolo all week. Killing him. Calling him, what's the bird box motherfucker with the blindfold?
Sandra Bullock.
They've been killing him, dog.
All right. We got our final injury report player is Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's on IR with a season-ending arthroscopic procedure on his right hip.
But he's been on IR for like 6 years now.
He's another one that we need to play a funeral song for his career.
See, you can't let Big Ed have nothing. You get him one time. Now you want to do a funeral every week.
He's just mad because Fitzmagic started with Chicago.
Hey, look, check this out, though. You know, Detroit's last win came exactly 365 days.
364.
Exactly a year later from when they beat the Bears, they beat the Vikings.
How about that? Hey, both y'all ass.
But we were paid off, so there's a difference.
You know, I do not remember the Lions ever beating the 49ers in my life.
I don't remember the last time they played each other.
The last time I remember them playing each other, well, they played the first game of this season. But the last time I know of them playing each other before that, the last time I remember was in a playoff game. And they almost beat them too. And Eddie Murray, who hadn't missed a field goal all year long, missed a game-winning field goal.
Hey, Joe, that might sound familiar.
And the 49ers ended up going to the Super Bowl and winning that year. So
that might sound familiar. Wait.
What's that?
Didn't Gary Anderson miss a field goal to send the Falcons to the Super Bowl?
Look, first of all, you don't disrespect the name of the greatest kicker in the history of mankind.
Wait a minute. We ain't going there. I ain't buying that one. I'm buying that one, man.
We're talking about Gary Anderson, not Morton Anderson.
Hey. I ain't gonna diss Jason Hansen like that. But George Blanda. How about that?
What about Dempsey, the dude with the half a foot?
George Blanda used to be the kicker, the punter, and the backup quarterback. Damn. George Blanda was a beast.
God damn.
You can fuck with George Blanda, damn it. All right. Is that it?
That wraps up our injury report this week.
God, I hate the injury report. The most nervous I be on this whole show is during the injury report. I just be bracing myself for Joe to say something that's going to break my face. I'm going to be out next week with a broken face. That's how we're going to do that. So, what's next? It's sit-em and start-em.
Start 'em, sit-em.
Start-em, sit-ems. The meat and potatoes of the program right here. The start-ems and sit-ems. This is where we let you all know who you should start and who you should sit this week. Take heed. Pay close attention. We just might win you a playoff game right now within the next 10 minutes. All right. Big Ed, you want to crank it up with the QBs?
I'll start it off. We got Lamar Jackson versus Cleveland.
Ooh.
Justin Herbert versus the Giants. And Dak Prescott against the Washington football team. I almost called them the Redskins.
Yeah. What you got, OG?
I've got Josh Allen against Tampa Bay. Tom Brady against Buffalo. And Kyler Murray against the Rams.
Okay. I have Justin Herbert against the Giants. A moderately pissed off Kirk Cousins against Pittsburgh. And Russell Wilson is about to finally have his opportunity to go off against Houston.
Wow. And neither one of us, all of us missed the I'm going to save it. My beast mode of the week. We all missed it.
Okay. Big Ed, what you got for your sit-ems?
For my sit-ems, I'm actually sitting Kirk Cousins against Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson against Houston, and Heineke against Dallas.
Oh.
Sitting Wilson against Houston. Okay.
When's the last time Kirk Cousins had low points?
I'm going to sit Derek Carr against Kansas City. Teddy Bridgewater against Detroit. And much to my chagrin, I'm going to sit the Jimmy Garoppolo against Cincinnati.
Okay. I am going to sit Cam Newton against Atlanta. Baker Mayfield against Baltimore. And Trevor Lawrence against Tennessee.
Those are all good ones.
Those are all good ones.
Oh yeah. Running backs.
Running backs. I'm gonna go with Austin Eckler against the Giants. Joe Mixon against San Francisco. And Najee Harris against Minnesota.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go Eckler against the Giants. I'm gonna go Harris against Minnesota, but I'm also gonna go Madison against Pittsburgh.
Not bad.
I got. I was. That's a good one actually. I like that one. That last one there. I should have said that. But the Big Ed must have Eckler on both his teams because he pick Eckler every week.
Actually, I don't have Eckler on none of my teams.
He pick Eckler every single week. I don't know what it is with Eckler. Y'all fucking or something. Joe.
I got. Excuse me. I have Eckler against the Giants. So that is someone we all unanimously agree on. I have Cordero Patterson against Carolina. And I have Zeke against Washington.
Oh, okay. Didn't see that one coming. But I ain't mad at it.
Hey, he's been quiet for a few games, so this is his go-off game.
That's true. My sit-ems, I'm gonna sit Mark Ingram against the Jets. Conversely, to should I say compliment Joe's pick, I'm gonna sit Tony Pollard against the football team. And I'm gonna sit Tevin Coleman against New Orleans.
Okay. To go against Joe's pick, I'm gonna say Zeke again against Washington, Robinson against Tennessee, and Chubb against Baltimore.
I couldn't tell if I wanted to sit Chubb or not, so I left him off my list entirely. I am going to sit Kamara against the Jets. I'm going to sit.
Is he back in the lineup?
That's a good question.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah.
He did? Okay.
I'm going to sit David Montgomery against Green Bay. And Chuba Hubbard against Atlanta. And I'll kick off us on wide receivers here.
Yeah, kick us off, Joe.
Justin Jefferson against Pittsburgh. Devontae Adams against Chicago. And the guy who's proven himself to me in these last few weeks by progressively getting more and more points, Hunter Renfrow against Kansas City.
Man, that dude is nice, man.
Yeah.
I just love to watch him run routes.
Man.
He's a crafty little receiver, man.
Yeah, he's always open.
He's crafty as hell. That's why he's got moves like they're awkward in a way, but at the same time they're ingenious. Nobody can keep up with him because he does these awkward little strange moves on it when he runs his routes. He do little stutter steps and shit. That motherfucker is, man. That dude know how to manipulate the routes and his footwork and throw motherfuckers off, man. I like that little dude. I like Renfrow.
Yeah.
I've come to be a fan of his.
Same here.
Now, Joe must have been looking at my list because I also got Jefferson against Pittsburgh, Devontae Adams against Chicago, but I'm also finna go with your guy, OG, and go with Deebo Samuel against Cincinnati.
Deebo. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like Deebo in this week too.
Mister, that's my chain.
Cooper Kupp against Arizona. Tyreek Hill against Las Vegas. And Devontae Adams against Chicago.
All right. I got for Siddums, T. Higgins against San Fran. Ooh. Jarvis Landry against Baltimore. And Moore against Atlanta.
Yeah, if he ain't got nobody throwing you the ball, it's hard to score fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Sterling Shepard against the Chargers, DeAndre Hopkins against the Rams, and Terry McLaurin against Dallas.
I'm gonna pick two guys that just been pissing me. I'm gonna pick three guys that's been pissing me off all year. Well, actually, one pissed me off the first couple of weeks and I gave up, but the other two been pissing me off all year because they're so inconsistent. Cortland Sutton against Detroit, and Emmanuel Sanders against Tampa Bay.
Man, he's been such a disappointment.
Them dudes have been frustrating as hell. But also, I'm gonna go with Robbie Anderson against Atlanta.
Okay. Big Ed, what do you got for tight end stardoms?
Starting at tight end this week, I got Gronk against Buffalo, Pitts against Carolina, and another one of OG's guys, George Kittle against the Bengals.
Okay, OG.
I got Kelsey against Las Vegas, Andrews against Cleveland, and TJ Hawkinson against Denver.
Those are good ones too.
I got Travis Kelsey against Las Vegas, Pitts against Carolina, and Noah Fant against Detroit.
Not bad picks.
You know, I'll start the sit-ems if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit Noah Fant against Detroit. I like to do that. Heather did that last week. I'm gonna sit since he's talking that shit, Tyler Conklin against Pittsburgh. This is the anti-Joe list. And I'm going to sit Gerald Everett against Houston.
Yeah, nice one. I'm going to sit Higbee against Arizona, Uzoma against the 49ers, and Ingram against the Chargers.
Okay. I got some names for y'all for this sit-up. I got Knox at Tampa Bay, Seals Jones versus Dallas, and Kyle Rudolph at the Chargers.
Yeah, that Kyle Rudolph has been one of the most consistent and reliable tight ends to have in fantasy over the years, but he's not that anymore. No. But I mean, for like a good 5 or 6 year stretch, you could find him in the waiver wire late in the season, and he had just started putting up 20 points a game. I don't know how, but it seemed like every week he was in the end zone, man. And that was, he used to be one of my go-tos back in the day, man, for a long time. But he's not that sneaky. He's not that sneaky pickup like that he used to be.
No, since he went to the Giants, it's not been the same. And I don't know if it's because of the system, because I know Minnesota's system was perfect for him. You knew in the red zone, your two options were Kyle Rudolph and Adam Thielen.
Yep. He was getting in there every week, man.
Every week. OG, what you got for our defensive stardoms?
I got Titans against Jacksonville, Packers against Chicago, and Broncos against Detroit.
Ooh. All right. OG, or Big Ed?
I got the Packers against Chicago, the Saints against the Jets. And this must be my week for the 49ers because I'm going with the 49ers against Cincinnati.
Okay. I got Packers against the Bears. I got Rams against Cardinals. And I've got Cardinals against the Rams.
Let's see. For my sit-ems, I'm going to sit the Rams against the Cardinals.
Okay.
I'm going to sit the Vikings against Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to sit the Bills against Tampa Bay.
Okay. Big Ed?
As much as I hate to do this, I'm gonna sit the Bears against the Packers. The Browns against the Raiders, or the Ravens rather, and the Chiefs against the Raiders.
Okay. I got
Derek Carr's been having some big games lately.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna sit Denver against Detroit, Jacksonville against Tennessee, and Buffalo against Tampa Bay.
Nice.
And that, folks, is what we call the startums and the situms. That is our meat and potatoes of the show, as we like to call it. Right now, I want to take a moment to reintroduce a segment that we introduced to you last week, the Beast Mode. The Beast Mode section. Joe, tell us how we did last week on the Beast Modes.
Man, last week was interesting to say the least. I chose Tua Tagovailoa to be my Beast Mode Player of the Week. He didn't even make the top 10.
What do they have? How do they have to place in order to
fantasy points? Sorry. Yeah, it's based on the fantasy points. Top 5 players. You each of us, whoever has a top 5 player in the leaderboards for fantasy points, gets a win for that.
That's a hit. Okay, that's a hit on it. Okay. And if you're not in the top 5, that's you missed. Your correct. Beast mode missed. So your beast mode missed. Tua Tagovailoa was not even top 10.
Correct.
Yeah. Told y'all the city. I remember that.
Yeah. And same with Big Ed and Joe Mixon.
Oh, that's right. Joe Mixon did struggle, didn't
he? He did. But the one win of the week goes to Jonathan Taylor and OG. Jonathan Taylor placed 3rd.
He picked a safe bet.
So our current record.
Oh, you thought you did too. Don't even try it. You thought Joe Mixon was a safe bet, damn it.
So our current records is me at 0-1, Big Ed at 0-1, and OG, you are at 1-0.
He trying to act like he was going out on a limb with Joe Mixon. He was talking Joe Mixon all up. I say he was Joe Mixon the whole show. On my starters, I got Joe Mixon. Oh, the heavy hitters, Joe Mixon. He was Joe Mixon down. Give me that, man. I just knew. I picked Jonathan Taylor because he struggled the week before. And I said, well, he's gonna get some get back. He get to get some get back this week. So I'm going with Jonathan Taylor. That's why I did.
I went with Tua because I wanted a shocker. I definitely did not get a shocker.
You was high on Tua last week, though. You was real high on him. He was in your startums and everything.
Hey, but you know what? I started him last week. He didn't. He gave me a good amount of points in my fantasy league last week. So
he didn't suck. So you didn't suck, not at all. I just think if you had another quarterback, you may have gotten better production out the other one. That's why I said sit him. Anyway, so beast mode this week. Yep. I'll go first. Since I'm the only one that got one right last week. Nobody started him. We all missed him, but he's out there. Aaron Rodgers against the Bears, baby. That's my beast mode.
He chose Ron. All right, Big Ed, who you got?
I was actually going to go Devontae Adams.
Ooh.
And just for the record, for the viewers out there, I'm a diehard Bears fan, so it hurts my heart to do that. But I face reality.
It's about time. All right.
You should do that with the Vikings, who keep losing to the Lions.
Wait, keep? That was the first time in a year.
They weren't on the lucky kick the first time because somebody paid him $100,000.
My Beast Mode Player of the Week is going to be Justin Herbert against the Giants.
So all three of us went the safe route.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's beast mode, baby.
All day. You want them points. That's what beast mode's all about. Who is going to be the top point earner in the
That's
top
right.
5?
That's right. That's right. So you say it's safe. You say it's safe now, but next week when I'm sitting up there on top again, you're gonna be saying, "Oh, he took the safe route." You're gonna be trying like I'm the only one, like you did this week. You took the safe route. Joe Mixon was supposed to be safe. Hey,
Yeah.
it is time for us to do some pick'ems, man. We're gonna do some pick'ems on this one, y'all. We're gonna pick this. This is not for you for fantasy. This is just for fun, where we pick the winners and losers of the week. I tallied them all up this week. So let's start off with just this week. Cowboys beat the Saints. Big Ed picked the Saints. The Colts defeated the Texans, and Joe had the Texans. The Lions upset the Vikings, and Big Ed had the Lions. The Dolphins won, and we all had the Dolphins. The Bucks won, we all had the Bucks. The Eagles won, we all had the Eagles. The Cardinals won, Big Ed had the Bears. The Chargers won, and Big Ed had the Chargers. The Rams won, we all had the Rams. Football team beat the Raiders, and Big Ed had the Raiders. Pittsburgh won, and we all had the Ravens. Seattle won, and we all had the 49ers. Chiefs won, we all had the Chiefs. The Patriots won, we all had the Patriots. So our tally for this week, folks. Yours truly, the OG, went 10-4. Joe Ways went 9-5. And Big Ed went 9-5.
You know,
and go ahead.
with the exception of 1 week, we have all had very, very close totals.
Yeah.
Within 1 to 2 points.
Well, let's look at this. I tallied up the entire season for you guys right now, where we stand for the entire season. My record is 50-37. Joe is 44-43. And Big Ed is 41-46. That's where we stand for the whole season. Right there. So, that said, Big Ed, who's playing this week?
First off,
get them down here.
First off, we got the Steelers against the Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
You already know I'm going with my Vikings.
Okay.
I'm going to go Steelers.
Yeah. I knew he would. I knew he would.
I'm going Steelers.
I knew you would. All right. Next.
Saints and Jets.
I'm going to go Saints.
I'm actually going to go Jets.
I'm also going to go Saints. They get Alvin Kamara back this week, and yeah, he's going to make a difference. Falcons, Panthers.
Falcons.
Dirty Birds it is. Seahawks, Texans.
Seahawks.
Even though I got Russell Wilson in my sit-ems this week, I'm also going to go Seahawks.
All right.
Raiders, Chiefs.
That's a tougher one.
That is a tougher one. Every 2 years.
Chiefs are on kind of a winning streak lately, ain't they?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
You know what? I have to go with the Chiefs as well.
I'm going to go Raiders. Ravens, Browns.
Ravens.
Ravens also. Ooh, excuse me. The Cowboys versus the Washington football team.
I'm going with Washington.
You know what? I'm going to go with Cowboys.
Even though I got Zeke in my sit-ems, I'm also going Cowboys because I got Dak in my starters. Jaguars, Titans.
Titans.
Titans. Giants, Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers also. Lions, Broncos.
Broncos.
So, you know what? They did me good last week. I'm going to go with them again. They're going to get 2 wins. Lions.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Yes, I did.
Hey, you laughed last week. And I laughed this week about that. 49ers, Bengals.
49ers.
I will go 49ers as well.
Also with the Niners. Bills, Bucks.
Yeah.
That's a surprisingly tough one.
I'll start this one off. Tom
No,
Brady
no,
is always.
I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm going with Tom Brady in the Bucks also.
Yeah, I gotta go with Bucks as well.
Sunday night we got the Bears, Packers.
Pack.
I'm also going with the Packers.
That's a flush. Pack.
That's the first.
Rams, Cardinals.
And I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
See, it's not that easy for me.
I'm going to go Matt Stafford and the Rams.
See, both of these teams have been on fire all season long. Even with when Kyler Murray is out, Cardinals didn't really slow down all that much. But man, Stafford, he's probably having a career year this year. And a viable option for MVP. I will go with the Cardinals.
His MVP days are over. His MVP chances with all them pick sixes he threw over the last few weeks. He's out of there.
All right, I got the Cardinals for this week.
Yeah, he's out of that conversation now. Now it's down to everybody's talking between Brady and Rodgers again.
The same thing is Kirk Cousins isn't in that conversation, even though he's got a higher quarterback rating than all.
He just lost to the Lions.
He lost to the Lions, but he still has a higher quarterback rating than Tom Brady.
You cannot be in the conversation for MVP and lose to the Lions.
Yes, you can.
See, that is not true. I'm going to push back on that. You can't say that. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl and he lost to the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can lose to the Lions and still be in the conversation.
No.
You can. It ain't about one game. One game don't make a break.
The Bears was a playoff team last year.
Okay.
One game does not make or break a season.
They were not a playoff team. They were just in the playoffs.
Can't judge. You can't.
They made it to the playoffs.
You can't qualify or disqualify a player over one game. I don't care who they played.
The Bears.
You can't say because this guy threw up 5 touchdowns against the best team in the league that he's MVP. No, it don't work like that, and it don't work the opposite either.
Okay.
It ain't a one game. It's not a one game award. Cousins has had a good season. He's had a good season, but
not an MVP season.
No, by his standards, yeah, but I think overall, no.
Right.
He might be in the conversation, though. You never know.
He definitely should be in the conversation. Being the quarterback who's thrown the least amount of picks in the season.
But I tell you who is in the conversation is Jonathan Taylor.
Look, that is true. I'm kind of upset
Dalvin Cook than Kirk Cousins.
Huh?
That's a more worthy MVP than Kirk Cousins.
And stop hating, man.
Yeah, he's just hating.
Yeah, he's hating now. Now he's just hating. Now he's just hating to be hating. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go on and let the haters hate, and let the greaters be great. And we're gonna keep this going from state to state. And yeah, We're going to keep it straight. On that note, man, is that it? Are we done?
Yep.
We are done. Wait a minute, damn. Hold up. Where's that Pete at? There it is. That's it, y'all. That's it for the show. That we had our pick'ems. We did our beast mode choices. We did our startums and situms. Injury report. And we also did the infamous injury report, I should call it. And of course, we had our heavy hitters. Who's going to be the heavy hitters next week? Stay tuned, kids, and stay tuned, and you'll find out. We will see you next week for the Fantasy Football Roundup. We wish you guys luck. If you're in your playoff game, we hope you move forward. If you're not in your playoff game, your last game of the season, I hope you get into the playoffs. If you can't get in, still win and spoil somebody else's chances, because that's why we do these dances, baby. Don't be that guy that you gave up on your team and you run home and pout and don't want to play that last game. Give it your all and give them some hell, because that's what we like to see. We some gamers up in here. We ballers up in here. We do our thing. It's the What Up Though Show Radio Network. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. That's my guy, Big Ed. That's my other guy, Wade. And on behalf of them and me, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week on the Fantasy Football Roundup. Peace.
Just need to clear my mind. Just need